hey.
It's Razz on the radio. It's our 2021 CMA coverage brought to you by DHY Motorsports, revved up gift ideas for motorsports enthusiasts. Good to see you.
You too. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. So,
all right.
You've had a little bit of time in between Montevallo and Southside. You took time to live your dream, and we all lived through Montevallo with you. And this trying to find your true self, and actualize your perfectly actualized Sam Hunt. And you finally did it, and everybody was cheering along with you. And congratulations on really staying true to who you are as a human being and sharing it with us. That was great.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. It was a journey for me. The life change from, just kind of writing songs in Nashville under the radar to pursuing an artist's career and putting out my first record. But man, what a journey it was, man. It was an amazing few years. But yeah, I did. I took a little break between that first and second record, and I really appreciate everybody, all you guys at radio, and of course all the industry folks, and most importantly all the fans for hanging in there with me as I figured things out and got things on track. But I'm happy that I did, and things are rolling now, so I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
I saw UAB on the television this past weekend, and I was thinking about you, and I'm like, hey,
they're doing pretty
good.
Wonder if
Sam's watching this game.
Yeah, I stay tuned in. They past few years they've been doing really well. They've got a new stadium down there, and nice. I'm pulling for them.
That's attributed to you. You
well,
raised their alumni profile.
I don't know about that. I try to pitch in when I can, but I'm just happy to see them doing well.
I hear you.
Doing better than we did back then.
So the last 2 years, we've gone from Breaking Up Is Easy in the 90s now to 23, and we were just reading up. But you don't post a lot on social media. You used to do a lot more, and then you kind of slowed down. But we've been following Chris LaCour and his wife.
Yeah.
And
they're great.
Cheese Girl or Cheese.
Yeah.
What does she go by? Cheese.
I'm not sure what her actual handle. I know she makes an amazing charcuterie board.
That's what I was going to go to. I was going to say, when you guys are writing, does Courtney bring out the charcuterie?
Chris has brought some of her. I mean, you almost have to call them art pieces or creations. They're like so immaculate. But we have been treated to some of her cheese boards in the past, especially on a couple writing retreats that we've done where we'll be there for a couple of days. And they look the part and they taste the part too. So
all really about cool. The charcuterie.
It's a creative family.
That's what that's
right.
All about.
I didn't know what that was until I moved to the big city, but now I do, and I enjoy it.
It's big. So congratulations on a great couple of years here. I was digging into a little bit more of your background and some of the folks that you grew up with. Your musical influence has been so widespread, and well, I think one of the rubs that people talked about when you first came out was, what is rap and country? What is he's talking in the songs? But it makes sense now that we're a few years down the road here, especially when you look at all the folks from Steve Earle to all the great folks you listened to when you were young and to R&B. Like it really makes a lot of sense to us all now that we hear it in context. Yeah,
I know early on, especially having a song right off the bat that was not very traditional, especially in the verses, where I was sort of speaking, singing, and that was experimental back then, but it's naturally become part of the sound, I guess you could say. But it is rooted in, it's rooted in the country music that I grew up listening to. But like you said, as I got older, I really enjoyed R&B music. I grew up not too far from Atlanta, where a lot of that was happening back in the 90s. And then sort of the fringe alt country sound that when you mentioned Steve Earle, that one of my favorite records was Steve Earle, Guy Clark, and Townes Van Zandt at the Bluebird Cafe.
Absolutely.
And that record really turned me on to those guys back, when I was first learning to play guitar. And I just appreciate all of it. And I don't know that I necessarily get it all into every song, but sometimes I lean a little farther one way and then a little farther the other way on the next song. But
sometimes you get folks that come and talk about what the radio station plays, and they're like, well, Sam Hunt does that, like talking in the songs. I don't go for that. And I go, did you say that about Johnny Cash?
Yeah.
Did you say that about Red Sovine?
Yeah. Or Hello, Darling.
Teddy Bear.
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Conway.
It all made
Conway Twitty. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's amazing. So stay true to who you are.
I appreciate you saying that.
It's fantastic what you've been doing. I predict 23 is going to be a #1 record. I know you guys don't like to hear that in advance, but
Well,
my first
fingers
listen,
crossed,
I was
I
like,
think.
this is big. This is big.
I hope so. Hopefully it's a relatable idea. I think a lot of folks can relate to that. That nostalgic, youthful love. So I'm just glad that song came together the way it did. And it's nice to have, like you said, there was a break between that first and second record. I'm just glad to have new music within a couple of years of putting out this last record.
Well, 2022, put Philadelphia down. Get here.
Absolutely.
We miss you. Have a great time at the CMAs. All right.
Miss y'all too. I appreciate it.
Okay.
We'll see y'all next year, I'm sure.
Sam Hunt on Philly's Country Station 92.5 XTU.